some cars aren't just machines. They are rolling investments. While most vehicles lose value the moment they leave the dealership, certain rare collector cars do the exact opposite. They skyrocket in value, turning into million-dollar treasures as time passes. Whether it's due to limited production, legendary performance, or pure nostalgia, these cars have become gold mines on wheels. Today, we're diving into rare collector cars that are appreciating at an insane rate. If you own one of these, consider yourself lucky. You're sitting on a fortune. Ferrari F40, the poster car that became priceless. The Ferrari F40 is the definition of an icon. Built to celebrate Ferrari's 40th anniversary, this twin-turbo V8 beast was the last car personally approved by Enzo Ferrari before his passing. At launch, it was the first production car to break the 200 miles per hour barrier, making it the ultimate supercar of its time. Ferrari originally planned to build only 400 units, but demand was so insane that they ended up producing 1,315. Despite that, the F40 has become one of the most valuable Ferraris ever, with prices soaring past $3 million at auctions. Back in the 90s, you could snag one for $300,000. Now, it's worth 10 times that amount. The reason? Raw, unfiltered performance. No ABS, no traction control. Just a 2.9 liters twin-turbocharged V8 with 471 horsepower in a lightweight carbon fiber body. The driving experience is nothing short of terrifying and exhilarating, which is exactly why collectors are obsessed with it. As Ferrari moves towards hybrid and electric supercars, the F40 represents the peak of old-school, analog performance. It's not just an investment, it's a piece of history, and collectors are willing to pay millions to own one. 2. Porsche Carrera GT V10 supercar legend. If you ever hear a Porsche Carrera GT in person, you'll never forget it. This car doesn't just look stunning, it screams with one of the most glorious exhaust notes in automotive history. Powered by a 5.7 liters naturally aspirated V10, the Carrera GT produces 605 horsepower and revs up to a spine-tingling 8,400 RPM. It was originally priced at $448,000 in the early 2000s, but today, expect to pay at least $1.5 million, and that number is climbing fast. So why is the Carrera GT skyrocketing in value? For one, it's incredibly rare. Porsche only made 1,270 units, and because it has no modern driver aids like traction control or stability control, many were crashed over the years. That makes surviving examples even more valuable. Secondly, it's one of the last truly analog supercars. With a manual transmission, no turbochargers, and a ridiculously lightweight carbon fiber chassis, the Carrera GT offers an old-school, unfiltered driving experience that's nearly extinct in modern supercars. As car technology becomes more digital and electric, raw mechanical machines like the Carrera GT are becoming priceless. If you had bought one of these a decade ago for $500,000, you'd be sitting on triple your money today, and it's only going up. 3. McLaren F1, $20 million, hypercar holy grail. The McLaren F1 is not just a rare collector car, it's a unicorn. Widely considered the greatest car ever built, the F1 was designed by Gordon Murray to be the fastest, most driver-focused supercar in history. And it achieved exactly that. With a 6.1 liters naturally aspirated BMW V12 pushing 618 horsepower, the F1 held the record for the world's fastest production car at 240 miles per hour for over a decade. Here's the crazy part. Only 106 were ever built, and that includes race versions. That extreme rarity, combined with its central driving position, gold-lined engine bay, and legendary performance, makes the McLaren F1 the holy grail of collector cars. In the early 2000s, you could buy an F1 for $1 million, which seemed like a fortune back then. Today, you'd need at least $20 million to get your hands on one. Every time one goes up for auction, it breaks records. A pristine McLaren F1 with low mileage recently sold for $25 million, a price usually reserved for classic Ferraris. This car isn't just skyrocketing in value, it's one of the greatest investments in automotive history. 4. Lamborghini Countach LP400. Retro supercar that's booming in price. Few cars scream 80s excess like the Lamborghini Countach. With its wedge-shaped design, scissor doors, and massive rear wing, this was the bedroom poster car for an entire generation. But while most Countachs were over the top in appearance, the LP400 Periscopio was the purest and rarest version. With only 150 units produced, the LP400 has become one of the most valuable Lamborghinis ever. In the early 2000s, you could buy one for $100,000. Now, they routinely sell for over $1.5 million. That's a 15x increase in value in just 2 decades. So why is it skyrocketing in price? First, it's one of the last truly hand-built Lamborghinis from before the Audi era. Second, its naturally aspirated V12 delivers one of the most thrilling driving experiences ever. And finally, nostalgia is driving up demand. Collectors who grew up idolizing the Countach are now rich enough to buy one, and they're willing to pay whatever it takes. As Lamborghini shifts towards hybrid and electric supercars, the Countach LP400's value will only keep rising. 5. Mercedes-Benz 300 SL Gullwing, the first supercar that's worth millions. The Mercedes-Benz 300 SL Gullwing is one of the most important cars ever built. Often considered the world's first true supercar, it featured cutting-edge technology for the 1950s, including a lightweight space frame and a fuel-injected inline-6 engine that made it the fastest production car of its time. But what truly makes it special? Those iconic gullwing doors. Back in the 50s, the 300 SL was already an expensive, exclusive car, but today, prices have skyrocketed to over $2 million. In the 1980s, you could buy one for $50,000. Now, if you find one in perfect condition, expect to pay at least $2.5 million, and that number keeps climbing every year. Why? Rarity, heritage, and timeless design. The 300 SL wasn't just a car, it was a symbol of innovation and luxury. And because Mercedes only made 1,400 Gullwing coupes, surviving examples are worth their weight in gold. If you own one of these, congratulations. You're sitting on a piece of automotive royalty. 6. Shelby Cobra 427, the American muscle icon that keeps gaining value. The Shelby Cobra 427 is a car that rewrote the rules of American performance. When Carroll Shelby took a lightweight British AC Ace Roadster and stuffed a monstrous 7.0 liters Ford V8 under the hood, he didn't just create a car, he created a legend. With over 500 horsepower and a car weighing less than 2,400 pounds, the Cobra 427 was a raw, tire-shredding beast that could outrun Ferraris and Corvettes of its era. Back in the 1960s, you could buy a Shelby Cobra 427 for around $7,500. Sounds cheap, right? Well, today, an original factory-built Cobra 427 can sell for over $5 million. The value of these cars has been steadily climbing for decades, and as fewer and fewer authentic Cobras remain, prices are only expected to rise. One of the biggest reasons for its insane value: scarcity. Shelby only built 343 original 427 Cobras, making them one of the rarest and most sought-after American muscle cars ever. While there are plenty of kit car replicas, true collectors only want the real deal, making authentic Cobras worth a fortune. Another factor: pure nostalgia. The Cobra 427 represents the golden age of muscle cars, a time when performance was wild, unfiltered, and brutally fast. With modern muscle cars getting heavier, more digital, and more electric, the raw, mechanical magic of the Shelby Cobra feels even more special today. If you happen to own one of these, congratulations, you're sitting on an absolute gold mine. This isn't just a car, it's a piece of American automotive history that continues to skyrocket in value. The world of collector cars is like the stock market. Some investments pay off big, while others fade into history. But if there's one thing we've learned, it's that rare, high performance, and historically significant cars always go up in value. Whether it's the Ferrari F40, McLaren F1, or Lamborghini Countach, these cars are more than just vehicles. They're rolling fortunes. So, what's your dream collector car? Let us know in the comments. And if you love rare, high-value cars, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more legendary automotive content. Until next time, drive fast, invest smart, and keep chasing those dream cars.